Hello there. Hope you are well. Welcome to Live with Vic. Oh, what have I got to talk to you about today? A few things. A few things. So, um, this week, actually today, I spent some time with the incredible Shelley Shulman, where we meet, I think, every month or so, and we just go out to sort of like look at our businesses, have some accountability, and everything else. I have two main accountability partners, which is amazing because working on your own in a business can be lonely. So we were there and we're looking at businesses and we're just sort of like just reviewing exactly what we're each doing in our world. And what was so interesting was that, I was looking at my messaging, I was looking at sort of like, how do I connect with you? Well, how do I connect with you? And how can I make it easier for us to be able to spend time together? And what was so clear was that a template version is not necessarily the way for us to work together, because when we do group sessions, even though they're small group sessions, everybody has individual sessions with me. What does that mean? So I'm currently hosting the Money Oracle and Business Oracle programs. And those programs, we have people on there, but it's a 2-hour session, no matter how many people are in there. Why? Because everybody gets a chance to be delved deeper into so that they can create what they want. And I was like, yeah. So because of that, even whether it's one-to-one or in groups, you still get that one-to-one attention, which means sometimes it can be a bit tricky trying to do a template version of something for you. I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring that to the table. I'm going to bring that to the table and have that conversation with you, because what is it that you prefer? Do you prefer group sessions where everything is just templated and it's everything that fits for, is it one size fits all? Or do you prefer being delved into so that you can go out and create what you really want? Jumping onto that piece, let me tell you something else. Also realized that all my clients have come to me and told me what they want, and they've left with it. They've told me what they want, they've got what they need, but they've also received what they want. And whether what they want is a lesson or a blessing, they've received it. So, for example, there's one client of mine who came to me and she was very specific. She wanted a relationship. Now, I don't guarantee clients' wants. I guarantee their needs. I don't guarantee their wants. Why don't I guarantee their wants? Because that's not what I work to work towards. However, what I do is that I clear the path so that they can create what they want, and whatever lesson they need to learn, they will learn whilst embodying what they truly need in their life. I was like, that's amazing. So my advice to you is, don't be a lone ranger. It's very easy to isolate yourself and think to yourself, do you know what? I really just want to be on my own because I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want people to see my weaknesses. I don't want to put a burden on someone. You can always find your people. Even if you're not so sure, you can get to learn how to know them. So a good example is with Shelley Shulman, by the way. If you don't know, Shelley's amazing, so you need to go check her out. And also Rochelle Gilburn. Those are my two people. But if you look at Shelley, for example, I've known Shelley for about 5-6 years. So it's not today that we met. So she was the first person who helped me without ever meeting me. I didn't know what a transformational statement was. So when they say, "Oh, from burnout to breakthrough," those sort of statements, I didn't know what they were, and she was the first person who gave me my first transformational statement, she explained what it was. I was like, oh my God, that's what it means. That makes so much sense. And I've never forgotten it. Then we met, didn't know each other much, and gradually over the years, we've become friends. It didn't happen overnight. So there may be somebody in your space that you've gotten to know, you like, and there's nothing wrong with approaching them and saying, hey, would you like to be accountability partners? I don't even know how Shelley and I became accountability partners. I'm always asking her questions because she's just really good at online business. She's amazing. So she's my go-to. If I've got a question, if I'm thinking about something, even if I'm doing it, I'll check in with her and go, this is what I've done. Does that make sense? And she's very good at being able to articulate systems as well. So if you want to know more about systems, go to Shelley Shulman. Then you've got Rochelle Gilbert. Now, Rochelle is a whole different kettle of fish. I met her at an event. And as soon as I met her, I was like, do you know what? I know I'm going to get to know this person. However, we didn't cross paths for at least a couple of years. And then we ended up in the same mastermind. And whilst we were in that mastermind, again, said hello, didn't get to know her much. And then one day, the actual mastermind called me and said, hey, we're looking at partnering you with X and X, she's like X and Y, like Rochelle and somebody else. And they were like, do you have capacity to have someone to partner with? And I said, I do. I would like Rochelle. And I said, right, we'll call her. And my response was, it's okay. I'm going to call her. And that's how Rochelle and I became accountability partners. It was really difficult initially when we first started because we were going through a really tough time in business anyway, both of us. So we kind of healed together. It was quite raw. It was quite raw. It's quite a raw experience and what have you. So yeah, so my point is, find people who you trust, find people who you've built a relationship with. I also have another accountability partner. She's currently on maternity leave, Samantha Lubanzo. So Sam and I spiritually are very aligned, which is really nice. But she's got 7 children. She's got 7 children. So, mommy comes first, obviously. But we're very aligned on that space. And it's nice to have those grounded conversations and what have you. But yeah, so it's always nice to have people around you that you can support and they can support you. So whatever you're doing, spiritually or not, find your people, navigate your people that will support you, people that you can support. Remember, it's not a one-way system. You need to be able to support them too. You need to be able to promote them too. So Sam is very much LinkedIn career accelerator work. Yeah, so she helps with your accelerating work. She uses LinkedIn. She teaches you how to LinkedIn. She's also a LinkedIn creator. And then you've got Rochelle, who is a LinkedIn expert from her perspective. So Sam, I love Sam's model. Can I just say that? Out of all of us, I love Sam's model. Sorry, not Sam, Rochelle's model. So let me explain to you what Rochelle's model is like. So while Sam is focused on DEI, diversity, inclusion, diversity, equality, and inclusion. She's gonna kill me for that. But I love Rochelle's model. So Rochelle is a LinkedIn expert, self-taught, has built an audience of, I think it's about 23,000 now. So she has 23,000 followers, which is impressive. Anybody that uses LinkedIn knows that you have to break through it. But also, I mean, whenever Rochelle posts, she gets hundreds of thousands of impressions. Just incredible. She's got over, I think it's over 2 million, 1 or 2 million views. Either way, impressive figures. But she uses LinkedIn to get all her clients. So everybody who comes to her comes from LinkedIn to then buy property for her other business. So her other business is property. Incredible formula. And again, all these three ladies are just incredible at what they do. So it's always useful to have people like that in your back. So, and spiritually as well, it's a great connection because we share things that are personal to us. We share things that sometimes we all give each other advice. You know, I'm very grounded in my advice. Like my advice is all about life and spirituality and everything else and stuff like. And then sometimes you'll get me, especially when it comes to project management. We'll talk about that another day. I go really deep into the work that I do. The other ladies are very pragmatic with regards to coming to me with tactics. They're very tactical based, so they'll, you know, and I get stuck sometimes on the tactical base because I'm like, can't think where to go beyond that or what to say beyond this, and they've got those experiences. So great day with Shelley Shulman. Rochelle is currently on holiday. Sam is currently on maternity leave, even though Sam will argue that she's not on maternity leave. She's just had her seventh baby. Of course, you're on maternity leave. But yeah, I will speak to you tomorrow. When I go live, so I try and go live every day, every weekday, and what have you. So if there's a gap, you normally know it's a weekend. I took some time off last week and what have you. I was fasting and everything else, so that was a whole spiritual experience, which was great. But I'm going to keep on coming back and talking about other bits. If any of this resonates with you, please subscribe, please like. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have an accountability partner? You don't have to have a business to have an accountability partner as well. I believe that having an accountability partner at work in your job is really important. And I'll tell you why. Because when you have a job, right, it's like nobody else cares about your career other than you. And sometimes it's good to have someone who cares about your career as well, or who can help you. So a lot of people go for mentors. I don't believe that having a mentor is it. A mentor will give you guidance as much as possible, but they still have their career in mind. If you have an accountability partner in your job, here's what you can talk about. You can talk about your job. You can talk about where you're stuck. You can be vulnerable enough to say, listen, I need help with X. But also, if they ever see a job that aligns with you, they can let you know, and you can support each other and give each other goals as to how to progress moving forward. So let me know if that's something that you thought, oh my God, I've not thought about that. Maybe I should move along. So who would you want to ask to be an accountability partner? And that's given me an idea for my next LinkedIn post. I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.